The Colt 1911 is a legendary firearm. It was first in planning around 1906 and first issued as its name states in 1911 when the U.S. military was in need of a dependable, efficient, semi-automatic handgun to go along with their newly adapted assault rifles, the M1982 and the M1895. As the First World War was ensued, the demand increased and the weapon was in mass production. Quickly, the Navy and Marine Corps followed and adopted the new standard handgun. As it proved its capabilities in the war, it continued to be the favored choice, although many other handguns were created and tested. No changes were made to the design of the pistol as the Second World War approached. The British and African military soon adopted the pistol as well. Since the 1911 fire at a .45 caliber, it was widely used in the Vietnam and Gulf Wars because the special forces required a pistol that could stop anyone in their tracks. Although the 1911 is currently not in use by our military, as more efficient technologies have replaced it, it is widely used by our police forces, SWAT, and the FBI. Civilian use has also allowed the weapon to remain one of the most mass-produced handguns in the U.S.
The beauty of the 1911 is that it hasn't changed at all since it was first deployed. There are variations of the weapon with different barrel lengths and grip sizes, but the main firing system has stayed the same. In 1980, Colt, since the end of the 1911 70-year run, is the standard sidearm of the U.S. military. Colt had been selling the 1911 to civilians since 1913, but the majority of sales were to the military. Colt needed to keep making money from the 1911. To truly bring the 1911 to the civilian market, Colt added a safety to the gun, ditching the wartime design. This is the biggest change to the gun Colt ever made. It was officially phased out of service as the standard sidearm of the U.S. military in 1986, but due to the popularity of the model, some soldiers choose to use it to this day.
Guns in our country are very controversial. Many people believe that they are always used as killer weapons and should be banned to the civilian population. I'm here not to say that guns are perfect and should be owned by every human currently located in the United States. Rather, that guns are a helpful invention to this country should not be looked down upon. Instead, they offer a helping hand to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of farmers, allow for civilians to protect themselves when faced with life or death situations, for example, being kidnapped or robbed. They provide us with a sense of security. It is our Second Amendment to have the right to bear arms. The impacts of firearm-related deaths and crimes in the U.S. is intense, resulting in around 30,000 yearly deaths. Although the guns that commit these crimes are generally called ghost guns, they account for 4/5 of all gun-related incidents. These guns wouldn't disappear even if harsher laws were in place. The fact is that these guns are illegally manufactured without serial numbers out of the country and smuggled across the borders and sold to gang members, felons, and people who are looking to commit a crime.